There's one more thing I noticed about the console and all the commands and everything that I think it might be important, which is that when I got to the second screen of him doing terminal commands, most of this is just pseudocode, fake, fictitious stuff. It doesn't really correspond to any actual computer code. But one thing that stuck out to me is the use of the word paraphernalia right here. He's guessing the quote unquote wacky code and puts in the word paraphernalia, which is already a weird word and a wacky word, I suppose. But it's not the first time it showed up. It actually showed up immediately before this. In the code that I was originally looking at, you see the files inside of the folder, and you see paraphernalia-engine.dat or .dat. What's interesting about that is that things Caine creates are created as files of code. So you have Caine core.lisp. That's his core consciousness. It's a Lisp file. Wacky Watchy created in .c. Bubble, the chef version of Bubble, is in .lisp. So when Caine creates something, he creates it in a coding language, which makes sense. He's a computer. .dat is a consciousness file. Ragatha, Scratch, all the ones that we see, all the .dat files we see are brain scans, and they're in the brain scan folder, so it makes sense. Paraphernalia engine is a .dat. And what's interesting about this to me is that Caine said he created a way to encapsulate the mind files inside of a body. He said he created that. But paraphernalia engine, which is what I assume that is a .dat file, meaning it's somebody's consciousness that has now been repurposed as paraphernalia engine. So my question then would be, who is paraphernalia engine, and what did Caine do to them to make them this way? And like, what happened to them as a result? Because again, they clearly bring it up later on purpose. They redirect our attention to it again a second time, which seems to emphasize the importance of that section. And I don't know why they would keep bringing up paraphernalia unless they wanted us to look specifically at this. And I don't have an explanation for it.